Hello everybody, it's been a little while since we did one of these, but I've been doing exams as I explained in the channel update video, and we're going to do a double header today to make up for it. Before we do that, I want to talk to you about something really quick, and then we'll get into the FM, and that thing is Evolving Mindset, which is a charity based on Merseyside that helps people to understand and learn skills around mental health issues. One of the directors of this charity is a fellow FM content creator called Limo, but you'll have seen it around a few content creators who've been supporting it. He's a really good guy, and what this charity are doing is really, really good work, and I highly recommend that you go and check it out. The website below, evolvingmindset.co.uk. If you can afford to throw in a few shekels, I know it's tight after Christmas, but please do, because they could really use all the help they can get to keep doing their good work. And just any general support, if you can share their website with people on your socials, if you can just get the word out, I'm sure it would all help massively. Just want to give them a little bit of a shout out, just to do what little I can to help get the word out there. Please go check them out at evolvingmindset.co.uk. And without any further ado, let's get into the video. What's up guys, I'm Chasing Lonely. Welcome to episode number 23 of Sunderland Till I'm Sacked. As I said in the intro, today's episode is going to be a bit of a double header because we've had a couple of weeks where I've not done a video due to the exams, and I thought we'd do a couple of episodes, a couple of matches just to make up for it. So today, first we're going to be playing Bristol City in the Carabao Cup, and then we're going to be playing West Ham in the Championship. Very straightforward. So, we're going to go straight into the game against Bristol City, which is in the Carabao Cup third round. We have brought in a couple of players on loan, extra players on loan, because I wanted to add some reinforcements to the squad. I will show you those as we get into the team selection, because that's probably the best place to do it. Starting today, we have Bettinelli in goal, Sanderson, Mengi, Williams, and this guy who is coming on loan, George Bello. I've loaned him from Atlanta United in the US. He's an American under-23 international. I think he's also a really good player. He is rated by the coaches as being better than Denny Hume on the left-hand side. Whether or not that means he's going to play all the time, I don't know, but it gives us an extra option, gives us some backup. Denny Hume has been doing very well in the league. But let's give this guy a chance. Let's see what he can do to maybe just improve things a little bit. Jack Clark starts on the right, Dobson and Jones start in the centre of midfield with Andre Green up on the left. Liam Miller starts up top alongside our other new loan signing, Rodell Richards, who's coming on loan from Spurs. I don't know how often he'll play. He's largely there just to give us the extra oomph in the league, in the cups. But he's got some pace. He could be dangerous. I think we'll probably get a lot out of him. On the bench, we have Lyndon Gooch, Deshaun Bernard, Johnny Williams, Geordie Hawula, Denny Hume, Luke O'Nien, and Samuel Shashwa. So a fairly strong bench. I'm hoping we can get a result here. Bristol City aren't doing well in the Premier League. They're in the Premier League right now. They are bottom, and things are not going terribly well for them form-wise. We are currently sitting second in the Championship, so our form should be good enough to overcome them in theory. This could be, I won't call it a giant killing because it's Bristol City and they'll never be giants, but it could be a chance for us to get a good result. Into the dressing room. Great opportunity to show the pundits they've been right to back you up. They reacted. That's what we like to see. So we'll get into the game and hopefully we can do something to Bristol City, who are playing in white today. It's taken us 14 minutes to get our first highlight of the game, and it's City on the attack. Mengulo breaks it up, heads it to Clark. Clark, if you can find the overlap here on the right-hand side from Sanderson, we could be in business. What can Dion Sanderson do? Ball in. Doesn't get there. Does get there. Finds Andre Green. He can't finish. Back into the mixer. Jack Clark finishes it, and we are 1-0 up after 14.5 minutes against Bristol City. He's run over to the City fans to taunt them here at the Stadium of Light. I'm not sure if that's necessarily okay, but I'm happy to see it. I'll happily taunt Bristol City fans all day. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. And we are a goal up very early on against Bristol City. We could be causing a minor upset here, especially having just come up from League One as well. I know we're still second in the league, but it's still a minor upset to be a Premier League side. Throw in, left-hand side, Bello to take it, plays it to Richards, who plays it into Andre Green. Andre Green loses the ball, but Curtis Jones there to pick up, threads it through for Rodell Richards. He can't finish it. Green will pick up the loose ball, crosses it again. Richards has another pot, and he can't get past the last defender. It's gone out straight for a throw in for De Silva on the left-hand side for Bristol City. Crosses it in, looking for Dujon Sterling, doesn't find anyone. Bettinelli gets it clear. I don't know if that was the coldest silver we had. It might have been. Jack Clark is through. Ball to Andre Green. Andre Green has a go. Off the post. Can Clark get there? He can. Can he get it back into the box? He does on his left foot. De Silva heads it clear. It was Jay De Silva, not Cole De Silva. I think they're brothers, but there you go. Throwing, coming to the end of the first half. Bello throws it to Green. Green puts the ball across, doesn't really find any of his teammates, but the ball's been spilled out to Williams. Derek Williams plays it to Curtis Jones. Good little interplay between them. We're not really making progress as Jones picks it back up. Back to Bello. Ball finds its way through to Andre Green, who can do things if he needs to, but plays it out to Bello. Can Bello get a cross in? Not quite. Had the ball taken off his feet. We've got ourselves a penalty. Curtis Jones is going to take it. I can't argue with him as a penalty taker. Can we make it 2-0 on the stroke of half time? I'm going to get ready to praise the boys just in case. He's buried it. We're going to get that praise out because praising them at 2-0 is always a strong move. 7th goal of the season for Curtis Jones. We are 2-0 up on the stroke of half time against Bristol City, and we're still running to the City fans to taunt them. That's what we like to see. Excellent work all round. We're going to go into half time very, very comfortably ahead, and I cannot complain in the slightest about how this game is going. Late corner in the first half though. Green to Dobson, plays it back to Green. Andre Green slides it in. Jack Clark was there, but he couldn't quite get it in. Bradley Dack was the one that deflected it wide, giving us another corner. Andre Green will have another pop. Goes short again to Dobson. Dobson, ball back to Sanderson. Sanderson plays Dobson in. Good ball back to Sanderson. He has a go from distance, doesn't quite get there, and now Naki Wells will pick it up. And we very much need to be on our game here. Bello heads it clear. Only as far as more, and that'll be half time. Excellent first half at the Stadium of Light. The form continues, and we are dominant on all measures. We're going to tell them that the pundits were right to back them up again. Get more or less the same reaction, but that reaction didn't play out too badly for us in the first half, so let's hope that continues. Goal kick for City. O'Leary hoofs it up to Dujon Sterling. We need to really defend here. We're not doing a great job. Vyman back to Sterling. Let's do something to defend here, boys. Dack has got it. Ball through looking for Kirin. Dobson out to Green, and we're on the counter, but not for long because Kais will pick it up. And now they've got the ball with a guy whose name I cannot pronounce. Sanderson back to Bettinelli. Ball out left to Bello. What can we do? This Bello fella is looking actually alright. I'm not displeased with him as a signing thus far. You watch him make a massive error and cost us the game now. Weimer, ball forward, finds Naki Wells. Let's do some defending, boys. We haven't done some defending. We've conceded a goal. We've let Bristol City back into it. And that's troubling. That is very, very troubling. Weimer with just a big ball over the top. There's nothing anyone could do about it. Wells was not marked, but then I suppose you wouldn't expect a ball forward there. They've just got lucky with some Route 1 football, but hopefully this won't be a route back into the game for them. Corner for us. It's going to be Andre Green to take it. Can we do something from here? To Dobson. Dobson ball out to Sanderson. We've seen this corner routine before. Whips it over. Headed in by Derek Williams at the back post. We've restored our 2-goal lead. 3-1 to the Black Cats. That is again praise time. Excellent seeing that corner routine coming off. Didn't work out quite so well last time because someone ran to Sanderson and he just hoofed it at them. But that's how it should look, and it's gone very, very well. Headed away by Williams. They're going to try and claim he was offside here. Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. You're having a laugh. We've done everything we need to do there. 3-1. Throw it on the left-hand side with Bello. Throws it to Green. Green back to Bello. Can Bello get a good cross here? Plays it into Green again. Back to Bello, who wasn't quite ready for it. Back to Jones. Can Curtis Jones do something? Ball across to Miller. Liam Miller is there. It's 4-1. Absolute domination now. This is complete domination. I'm noticing our strikers aren't putting in much of a performance as things stand. This Rodell Richards fella is looking slightly lazy. He might come off. I'm also aware Jack Clark is tiring. There might be subs that happen in the very near future. But that was an excellent setup. Excellent goal. The two Liverpool players combining. And it all worked out perfectly for us. I'm going to try and claim he was offside again. He wasn't offside because he was being played onside by the right back. Beautiful stuff from Liam Miller. Throw in now from Sanderson, right hand side. Goes deep. Not really going to get to anyone. O'Leary picks it out the air. Things looking okay though. We're going to do more praise while I'm thinking as the ball goes forward. Mengi manages to do enough to put the striker off. And now Jones has ball over the top to Rodell Richards. Rodell Richards puts it away. And I take back everything I said about him looking like he'd been lazy thus far. Because when he needed to be, he was in the right place at the right time. Puts the ball away. Mengi did so well to keep Naki Wells out of the game there. Good ball forward by Jones to Richards. Really good vision. And 5-1 over a Premier League side is absolutely surreal. If you told me this a season ago, I'd have laughed at you. Richards, back to Bello. Could we make it 6? That'd be beautiful. Bello on the run down left-hand side. Green picks up the ball after it ricochets off a defender. Has a pop, hits the post. Clark is there, cannot quite put it away. O'Leary picks it up. I know Bello is underperforming, but he's looked okay when we've seen him. I'm going to take Jack Clark off for sure because he's looking quite tired. We'll put Lyndon Gooch there on the right-hand side. It's a straight swap. I'm going to take Bello off just because he's on a yellow. I don't think he's played as well as badly as that's suggesting, but we're going to take him off because he's on a yellow. We're going to hold back the other sub just to be on the safe side. But things are ticking over quite nicely, and it's just going to be a case now of do I want to look at any of the other players on the bench. Dak with a free kick for Bristol City. Plays into Naki Wells. Naki Wells, edge of the box. Might have a pop. Wanted to look for someone. He has found someone. Found Semeneo. Antoine Semeneo gets Bristol City's second goal. Andre Green apparently was responsible for it, but he's played really well so far. I can't knock him for making a single mistake when he's played so well, generally speaking. They have got a second. Bettinelli probably should have done better at the near post, to be honest, but again, can't really knock him for it, and it's just, it's all ticking over nicely otherwise. I'm just going to take off the next player that gets tired. Dujon Sterling to 7-8. Back to Sterling. Sterling has to go whipping it in. It's gone over the bar. It's gone over the bar. We've had a lucky escape there. Got ourselves a corner. Lyndon Gooch takes it to Curtis Jones, to Denny Hume. Ball across to Dobson. Dobson's been known to have a pop from there. Miller has it. Miller loses the ball, but Denny Hume, will pick it up. I've sent on Johnny Williams on the left-hand side, just in between those clips, because Andre Green was tiring rapidly. Jones picks it up, ball inside, looks for Richards. Johnny Williams is there, has a pop. O'Leary turns it wide. We've got ourselves another corner. Can we make it 6-2? Lyndon Gooch short to Curtis Jones, back to Denny Hume. Denny Hume has options. That was pointless showing us that clip, if I'm completely honest. We have 4 minutes of added time left to play. Let's just bring this one home. 5-2 is a great result against a Premier League side. And we're going to get to see in a second, once we've done this little team talk. Good win, boys. Well done. Sums up my feelings very well. We're going to come back in just a second and we will do the draw for the next round of the League Cup. Then we'll play West Ham in the league. And so we find ourselves in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup, and Chelsea, Man City are in the draw. That's good to know. Let's see what other big ties. There's 8 matches to be drawn, so real possibilities here. We've got Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle, Sheffield United, Chelsea, Leicester, Man City, Southampton, Spurs and Wolves. I'd like to get Wickham, if I'm completely honest. I'd just like to maintain this at all costs. I'll take Wickham at home. That would do me nicely. Leicester are the first out the hat. They're playing Liverpool. Good. They can eliminate each other. Chelsea at home to Wickham. That's not nice. Reading. I'll take Reading. Reading have got Wolves. I just want Premier League teams to eliminate each other. Arsenal against Swansea. Okay, that's minimising our chance of an easy tie. Sheffield United against West Brom. Man City, we're going to get Man City, aren't we? No, we've avoided it. Newcastle have got them. Take Palace. We'll take Palace. We've got Palace. All right. I think we can beat Palace. And I'll tell you for why I think we can beat Palace. Just having a little look at the competitions at the league table. We're currently sitting above them. We're 2 points above them. I don't think we've played them yet. They are coming down the pipeline in the near future. But I think we can get a good result against Palace. I'm quite confident about that, so I will happily take that as a draw. And that all brings us nicely to the West Ham game. West Ham are currently sitting top of the Championship. There's only a couple of points between us, so we could go top with a win today, so let's keep an eye on that. Team today is going to be Bettinelli, Sanderson, Mengi, Williams, and Hume comes in at left back. Clark, Embleton, Williams, and Green start in the centre of midfield. I've then got Jones and Miller up top. Douglas, Bernard, Shashwa, Huula, O'Nien, Dobson and Gooch make up the bench, so pretty solid again all round. I'm quite happy with the depth we've got in the squad right now. It's working quite nicely for us. Anyway, Marcus Bettinelli, the captain, sure, why not? Let's reward him for being that good and let's get into the game. Into the dressing room, go out there and carry on from where you finished the last match. Feels like the best way to go, because let's face it, that went pretty well, didn't it? We all saw that went pretty well. Whereas I didn't show the games that happened between now and between the last episode and this one, was essentially 2 wins and a draw. You know, our form has been fine. We are sitting second in the league, so we cannot have any complaints whatsoever. And we've got ourselves, or West Ham got themselves a throw-in. Throws Jared Bowen. Mengi scrambles it away. Chalobah has picked it up on the halfway line, effectively to Souček, back to Chalobah, to Kasawa to Felipe Anderson. Really good West Ham side here. A lot of players with a lot of Premier League experience. We have to work hard to get a result here. Into Felipe Anderson. Luckily, Bettinelli was there to make the save, and he's done very, very well with it. We've lived to fight another day. We've given West Ham a corner. Tom Cleverley will take it. Can he get the ball to someone? Hopefully not. Declan Rice heads it over the bar, and frankly, that's fine by me. Goal kick for us. Bettinelli takes it short to Tayden Mengi, who plays it into Elliot Embleton. Jack Clark apparently has picked up a knock, but we'll sort that later. In through to Miller. Liam Miller tries to finish, doesn't quite get there, and Declan Rice hoofs it clear after Fabianski spilled it. Still 0-0 as we pick up a throw-in on the right-hand side. It will be Sanderson to take it. You'd expect him to go long here. He does. Looks for Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones gets straight at the end of it, puts it away. We're 1-0 up against West Ham. 1-0 up against West Ham. That's ridiculous. This is going... So we're going to be top of the table by the end of this episode. Just consider that. It wasn't that many episodes ago. We were on the verge of getting fired after a few games in our first season. And we've turned it around to the point where we're now, as things stand, sitting top of the Championship. Gone up a division, and we're sitting top of it. Brilliant. So half-time is fast approaching. I've been amused by the fact they've moved Felipe Anderson, who's picked up a knock, back to centre-half, which is a position he definitely cannot play. Interesting they do that rather than take him off, but we are currently dominating. It is 1-0 and things are looking absolutely fine. We're going to do the pump fist, show the pundits. Everyone looks happy that it's going to react to anything. Let's get into the second half and let's do it again. Let's see if we can get ourselves a second goal. As Andre Green picks it up very early. Ball through to Liam Miller. Liam Miller cuts to the left-hand side of the box. He's got options, many options. Finds Andre Green. Andre Green has a pop straight from kick-off. That was 16 seconds from kick-off to the back of the net. Andre Green, he's not been as prolific this year as he was last year, but he still is contributing when he gets a chance to, and that was really good play between the two of them. Miller just kind of held the ball up long enough to get Green into the box. Green saw his opportunity and just banged it away. It was 15 seconds even, not even 16 seconds. Beautiful work by Andre Green. Throw in now for West Ham on our left-hand side. Bowen plays it in. Chalobah's picked up. Hume picks his pocket and Green gets it clear. Rice, though, down to Souček, to Kasawa. Gotta just stay tight. Gabbiadini is through. Off the post, we've had a lucky escape. But we've maintained our 2-0 lead, and that's what's really important at this stage. Throw in Denny Hume. What can he do? Big ball forward. Miller could get there. He doesn't. Fabianski gets to that. And you've got to think they're going to try a counter-attack. Ball goes deep up the field. We've managed to do nothing there as Gabbiadini heads it down to Souček. And now Josh King is running us down our right-hand side. Let's ward him off. They cut it inside. Jared Bowen is there. Jared Bowen finishes it from very close range. I hope it's not going to try and suggest that was offside, because that ball definitely went backwards. Really good. Just really, really good play by West Ham. Credit where it's due. That was very solid. I'd have liked to have seen Bettinelli do more there. He really was at fault. He should have stepped out and tried to pick that up. But we're still ahead. We'll still take that. We've hit the hour mark. I'm just going to throw a couple of subs on because I think that's probably the right thing to do. Jack Clark is getting tired, so we're going to send Lyndon Gooch on. I am very aware that Johnny Williams is probably needing to come off. I don't know who our next best deep-lying playmaker is, if I'm completely honest. Of course, it's Curtis Jones. Why wouldn't it be? We're going to send Dobson on. That feels like the right move to do there. We'll keep it as it is for now. Derek Williams isn't having the game of his life, but we'll keep an eye on that and just see what happens, really. Free kick to West Ham. Cleverley takes it to Josh King. Back to Cleverley. We need again to just do some defending here. Let's get rid of this. Tayden Mengi only heads it as far as Declan Rice. Ball goes back inside towards Noble to King. Back to Chalobah, and Mark Noble is on it again. Let's keep forcing them back. Keep forcing it. Dobson tries to make a tackle. Bit wild, but it seems to have worked out. Chalobah puts the ball forward to Cleverley. Cleverley has a pop, and he's put it past Bettinelli. He's put them back top. and I'm becoming increasingly... I've got this dilemma where I want to take off Sanderson because he's tired, but I want to take off Williams because he's just been awful. And I don't know which of those... If Williams could play right back, that would be easily solved. I think we're going to take off Williams because we're not under massive threat at right back. We'll stick Deshaun Bernard on. Just that little bit of pace will help us at the back, and hopefully we can just find anything going forward. Throw in on our right-hand side, Kazawa takes it to Chaloba. Kazawa picks it back up. We need to really get some defending ideas going on here. Andre Green has picked it up beautifully off the feet of Johnson. He's been brought down in the box, and we've got a chance to put ourselves back in front. You expect Curtis Jones to be the man that steps up for this. He's usually our guy for penalty taking. He is going to take it. Can he put it away? What was that? Curtis Jones, what are you doing? Usually, you've already seen in this episode, he has no trouble putting those away. I don't know how he's managed to put that wide. Into injury time, Kazawa with a throw in again on their left-hand side. Our right, Gabbiadini picks it up to Noble. Can we get the ball from Noble? Chaloba, we need to take advantage of making another mistake, get into their box. Cleverly again picks up. We could be in danger of a last minute winner by West Ham here. Ball over the top. Luckily, Bettinelli will pick that up all day. Hopefully we can hit them on the break now. It's taken a bit too long with that ball for my liking. Ball goes over the top. Johnson gets it clear to Noble, to Bowen, back to Noble. We need to win this back. Ball through to Josh King. Let's make a tackle. Josh King will put that away all day. It was going so well. It was going so very, very well. And this actually would put us, I think, third in the table. Would put us below West Brom as things stand into the playoffs. It was probably too much to hope we beat West Ham today, especially having demolished Bristol City, who are probably a worse team than West Ham, if I'm honest. West Ham got a lot of very good, you can see in their team, a lot of very good Premier League standard players there. I'm guessing they were unlucky to go down last season. They've certainly shown they don't belong at this level because they've turned that around beautifully. I'm not happy with your performance. It is probably a strong... The defensive performance, especially... I can't get happy about that defensive performance. It was really weak. It's the centre-halves as well that have let us down. The fullbacks had a really good game, which is unusual on this version of FM, but it was the centre-halves having a bad game that really let us down. You know, we live, we learn, we'll come back stronger. That's kind of how it needs to be, unfortunately. We just need to come back stronger. We are still second, which is a good thing at the very least. Let's have a quick look at where we're coming back for the next episode. I think we'll come back for the Palace game. It just makes sense to follow this cup run. We'll come back for the Palace game. It's at the end of October, so it's more or less a month. In fact, it's exactly a month, give or take a day. From now, so that will work out quite nicely in our favour. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. You can find me on the social medias. I'm on Insta, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Patreon as Chasing Lamely. Please don't forget to check out Evolving Minds. I'll leave links in the description below for that and for Limo's channel because he's well worth your support. To be fair, he's got more supporters than I do at the moment. So, you know, but go see him. Lee's a good guy and you'll really enjoy his content. That lad's funny. He's so funny. Please do go and enjoy that. And in the meantime, guys, I have been Chasing Lamely. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.